got son and doing my business. Talking all of that nonsense. I'm trying to save you from your own hotness. Cause it ain't even worth it.
Hello, my name is Nabai. I'm here with Air Express. I'm here and joined by the beautiful EriAm sisters. We're live today at the YPFDJ conference here in California. Just want to ask you guys some questions. Why do you think it's important to know Eritrean history and Eritrean culture?
Yeah, I can answer that question. I think the first piece would really be in order for you to get on the same page as far as your identity goes and being solidified in that, it's really, really important for you to educate yourself about the history. And that could come in many different forms. It could be as simple as you just asking your dad or your mom to tell them about or to tell you about their upbringing. And that could be one way that you can learn about your culture and your ancestry. And then the second piece, I feel like educating yourself about Eritrean history is really important as far as being able to give back. Right, and that's what we're all here for. If you don't educate yourself on what the struggles are, what the issues are that the country and the people are dealing with, you can't give back. You can't help or support. So I would say that those are most important.
Yeah, and I think, to be honest, I think you need to know your past, to really think about what you want to do in the future. And for Eritrean youth and young people, you've got to have a vision for what you want in the future, what you want to see for the country. And to do that, it's got to build off of what the great work that's been done in the past, and even the pitfalls that have been done in the past. But yeah, that's what we got.
Mama always told her, baby, misery likes company. And honey, you got that down to the T. If you're gonna be two-faced and fake, at least make one face it and pretty. Cause it ain't even worth it, it ain't worth it. Do it perfect, doing perfect. Do it perfect, do it perfect. Don't care who heard it, it ain't hurt it.
Are you guys going to Eritrea next summer?
You ask a good question.
I would love to go to Eritrea next summer. I know on a personal level we are planning on doing a family trip back home with our parents and just spend some one-on-one time with them back home. That has been really important for us and has been a discussion at home. But as far as performing goes, we're definitely open to it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we are open to it for sure.
Would you guys perform a solo again, just like how you guys did in 2010, 2012? You guys had a probably fantastic time doing that. Would you guys do it again in 2020?
Any comments?
I think from the 2 times that we went to Sawa, there were so many great improvements in and just the hospitality and even the stage lights and everything. I think it was such a good time, and we really loved singing for the people. And
my answer would be yes. It was an experience every single time that we went, and it was very different than the several times that we have gone back home. And that most of the time when we go back home with family, we're visiting family, right? And this time we're traveling the country, we're traveling to Sawa, we're connecting with people from all over the world. So yeah, definitely do it.
I know we were watching the 25th celebration from home, and it's like we want to be there too. So maybe next summer we'll be there.
Okay. All right. Who are you guys musically inspired by? So, who's your favorite Eritrean artist? So, for example, I really like Abraham Aforki. Who do you guys like? Who do you guys influence? Who do you guys like?
Yeah, I think top number 1 is Abraham Aforki. We listen to him all the time.
We completely grew up on his music playing in the car. So, yeah, super big fans.
So,
that would be it. Oh, and then other influences, as well as, different genres in English music. I think we all are big fans of Beyonce. We love her work ethic, Yeah. So we definitely aspire to have that same kind of work ethic.
And energy and presence on stage too. I'd say it's pretty key.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And last question. What other upcoming projects are you guys working at? Any individual projects that we should look at, or maybe any group collabs, maybe EriAm Sisters comeback tour? What should we look like? What should we look for?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think, I definitely, on a professional side, I've been working a lot on environmental issues, land degradation, and I'm working on kind of launching some few youth initiatives and getting young people to care a little bit more about the environment, what we can do. But there's more exciting things happening on a musical side from Haven.
Oh, yeah, yes. So I have, for the first time, started doing a solo project. Thank you. It's an album, and so far we've done 40 songs, and we're choosing ideally the top 10. So we'll see. That I'm really excited for. It's been interesting to not to work by myself. I'm used to having my sisters with me all the time. So yeah, no, I've learned a lot, and I'm really excited for it. So hopefully that'll come out soon.
Yes, so you have that to look forward to. And the second piece that I also want to add, I'd mentioned this on stage, but this was our first time performing together, all together. It's been 2 years since our last performance together, and I think this was a nice way for us to see that, hey, it has been 2 years, yet we still got it. We can still perform on stage, and kill it. So hopefully you'll see more of us performing, not only Haben with her solo project, but also a little bit of us doing things every once in a while too. Yeah.
It was a water diversion structure that was blocked, and they managed to unblock it and to get water flowing again in order to have farming begin. So there's a lot, to be honest, and if anyone wants to learn more, I have committed to writing a regular blog series about the work and the results. But I think it's an opportunity for us to be reinvigorated, I think, and to know that there's so much we can do, and there's so much good that's being done. The foundation is set. And so I think the next slide that I wanted to talk about to close on is just responsibility. The responsibility that I feel, I think that everyone here feels, which is this desire to do something and to not live our lives in absence of connection to our community and our people. And particularly with the environment, I know in the US climate change, maybe is real, maybe isn't. But it is something that if it affects anyone first, it's going to be the global south, it's going to be Africa, it's going to be Eritrea. So much of the country depends on rain-fed agriculture at the moment. And as things change in the next 12 years, we only have 12 years to make a difference. I think this is something we need to feel a greater sense of responsibility towards. I don't care for the environment just for the environment, it's for the people. And so let's just take that into consideration as we do more work. And I'd love to connect with anyone who wants to help me do more in the country. That's it, all I have. Thank you.
We are definitely looking forward for Haben's your solo project, and hopefully you guys can collab and come back again. But my very, very last question before I let you guys let you go: what do Eritreans, as diaspora members of the community, what do you think we can do as Eritrean Americans or Eritrean foreigners of in European countries or America, right? What do you think we should do to help our country grow and prosper?
I think it's such a big question, but what I'm initially thinking, there was something someone said at this conference, which was, I tell my kids they're not Eritrean American, but they're Eritrean. And I think that's important in the sense that you need to feel comfortable claiming that. And that involves a lot of being humble and a lot of humility to say, I grew up in this environment, I grew up in America, I have this education, but there are some things that we do not know yet, and things that we need to humble ourselves to go back and say, I'm going to be in a position to listen, to observe, to learn, and to help wherever someone else tells me I'm best suited to help. And I think that's a key principle that we need to embody as diaspora, is being able to let that ego aside and to say, in this country, I'm a learner, and I'm going to learn my way and kind of earn my way up. But yeah, that's just my opinion on it. I don't know if...
Yeah. Said it better.
I would say, I think my answer kind of ties into the first question, in that I feel like it's very, very important for us to educate ourselves. And again, I can only speak for myself, but I was born in the Netherlands along with Selina, and the way that I get a taste of Eritrean culture is through my parents, right? And when I think about my children that I'm going to have, I need to be aware of how am I going to pass on that knowledge and that experience onto my kids. Otherwise, we're slowly losing that connection, right? So again, I feel like it's very, very, very important to educate yourself and be informed about Eritrean issues, get involved. So yeah, that would be my response to that.
So EriAm sisters, during today's conference, you guys sang Haile Gerbaru's hit song Shalalala. A lot of Eritreans are asking that, are you guys gonna make your own Tigrinya music? And if you are, when do you think it's gonna come out?
That our father helped write. So we did do one original Tigrinya song so far, and hopefully there are more in the works. I think so.
As far as the future goes, I think my dad will be very excited to hear you ask that question, because he has been, that has definitely been a topic of conversation. Like, you need to tie in to sing a song in Tigrinya. So you know what? Maybe
We have to learn how to do the runs right.
Yeah.
There's some very complicated vocal things that are done.
true.
So
It's
and
not
I
easy.
love learning that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna get it down and do one.
It's not easy, but we're down to learn. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I always had difficulty like trying to learn Tigrinya, especially like the towns with the sta like with the cut. Yeah. So like before I let you guys go, what is your message for Eritreans and young Eritreans like here in the States and stuff like that?
That's a big question. I'm gonna hand it off to Haben first.
Oh, okay. I would say to know your strengths and to know your power and your skills, and I think we're best when we use those skills and not feel the pressure to be something that you're not. We've all been gifted with very different things. Some of us are gifted with speaking. She's very good at that. I myself, I feel like I've been gifted with music. And, there are so many ways that you can tap into those strengths and give back to your people and give back to any community of yours. So I would say that for the fans, and also thank you so much for the fans also. I think we've never received so much love and support from any other group of people, so we're grateful.
Yeah. The other piece that I want to say, I think connection is very important, to remain connected. And I love being a part of moments like this, because I get to see Eritrean youth from around the world, with different backgrounds and all of that. And we get a chance to like put our brains together and figure out like how we can help each other, help the community as a collective. And I think connection is really, really, really important. So that would be my tip to all Eritrean youth out there.
Yeah, and for me, lastly, I think I would say don't limit yourself. There's so much you can do in this world, and just because you don't know something doesn't mean you can't start working in that space. So I think it's important that we've realized that as we've grown up, that there's so much more to us, and we have to explore every facet and aspect and become, the ultimate pinnacle of who we are designed to be, and that means not putting yourself in one box. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for the interview, guys. Thanks for the message. Hopefully I get to see you guys next year in Eritrea. For Air Express, it's your boy Nabai Haile. Ciao. Bye.
Negativity. I block out the hate. You feel gotta leave. Ain't got time for no negativity. Ain't letting that shit stay.